Sorry, sorry, technology. Let's start. Today we are on Sutras 13 and 14. I'll combine together because this is again, they talk about describing, renunciating our duties and responsibilities. Very often we question ourselves at the time and the stage of life that duties, responsibilities, when we don't feel connected, we don't feel the purpose behind, we do not feel any logic behind, but yet do we do it or we don't do it? So all these questions very often hammer us. But the answer is what Maharshi Narad is going to give in next these two sutras. Following previous sutras where he said for a bhakta, for a passive bhakti, one must renunciate the desire for worldly possession, all the happiness which comes from the world, start to detach himself from the world outside and then from the world inside. Doing all of that, he start to renunciate everything, even spiritual, scriptural, and religious act which binds him to the rituals but do not give him enough time with connecting with his aradhya. Doing so further, he comes back and now he gives a warning that doing all of that, you do not abandon your Vedic or your part of the life, your duties, because if you do so in the name of bhakti until you're not ready, the fall is certain. You will fall back from your spiritual path and will come to the worldly possessions again. So, doing so, do I do it or not do it? That's again a question he elaborates in next sutras 13 and 14. I would like you all to not only listen, understand, but experience in your own life, in your own path. And doing so, it will give more clarity that how do we progress on the path of bhakti, on the path of our life, with the right understanding and holding our aradhya throughout this journey. Let's begin. Sitting comfortably, closing your eyes. Take a moment to center your awareness just on yourself. When you think of yourself, when you bring your awareness on the self, the first, it goes to the body, connecting with your breath, being aware of your mind, any thoughts or emotion, let's be aware of this interlink between physical self, the vital body, the breath, mind, emotions. Anything and everything that connects you, the memory of past, present, even the visualization of future in the form of thoughts, whatever comes in your mind on surface which you can be aware of, let's observe everything as a witness, as a sakshi, without pushing your mind, struggling to clear your mind. Let's withdraw your attention starting from body again. Have a quick awareness moving throughout the body and observing There's no discomfort. Different parts of the body as you move your awareness are loosened, relaxed. You feel the relaxation response quite strongly throughout, and as you observe that, shift your awareness to your breathing. Allow body to continue functioning and responding in its natural state without interfering. Simply shift your awareness to your breath. Simply observing your breath at this very state may not be very deep or long, but it's very calm and gentle. Without attempting to change the flow of breath or the pattern, allow breath, the flow of breathing, the prana to move in its natural way without interfering. Simply shift your awareness to your mind. Similarly, as you did for body and breath, I would like you to give all the attention observing your mind. At point it seems very silent, quiet and calm. The thoughts may come, a distraction. Simply a thought of this very process may also arise on the surface. Just becoming aware of anything and everything that changes in the silent state of mind without interfering, without getting involved. Simply bring your attention to the silence, or if you feel overwhelming thoughts may come, simply connect your mind with your breathing, with exhalation, and slowing down your exhalation, you can clear your mind again. Thought may come and go, it will not stay. If you're not paying attention, getting involved, from the silence, from this calmness, bringing your attention to your Aradhya, your Ishtadevta, the God you strongly connect with, the form or formless, the form of God or the goddess, the bond which you experience. Time to simply focus on that, remembering the name, simply chanting the name of your Aradhya, the one you worship. Every single time as you name, you feel its presence more stronger. The form in the mind may sustain or not, but connecting with His presence, having Him with you, without a fail, without a miss. Whether you recognize or you connect every time or not, but whenever you do, He is there, simply remembering His name, thinking about Him, or calling Him any time of distress when you need Him. He's there. Every time you take the name, it resonates in the mind. You can feel the vibrations, you can feel the name and its echo. There would be a state which naturally comes where you are not repeating the name, but the name resonates in the mind. It continues to be repeated in the mind. If you stop chanting the name, you will observe the mind continue. Invoking the energy, the divine energy within, and connecting, simply being aware of it, naming it, or feeling its presence. Whichever is your way of connecting with divine, this beautiful bond stays always with us. But interacting with the world outside, that does not feel the same. So, in the world outside, how best we connect with Him? How do we carry on the same in the world outside? In life, doing everything and anything, how do we maintain this bond with divine? The question often resonates in your mind, the dilemma which often make you struggle to find the right answer. What do I do? How do I do? Whatever is your question, let it come on the surface. Let's ask the divine while he's here. For a bhakta, there's no right and wrong. For Bhakta, there is only Bhakti. There is only love for the divine. As long as the consciousness of the world exists, as long as we are conscious of our body and living, there has to be certain duties and the work we must do. Looking after the body, eating, sleeping, keeping it healthy, clean, and safe, as long as we are alive. Must do. Looking after our own well being, looking after our mind, withdrawing it from anything and everything that troubles or distracts from our path, from our journey, from our bond. That is a hurdle. Looking after ourselves as long as we are in this body, mind, and intellect complex. They are the tool to be connected, but rest of the world according to the Shastras, performing the duties and responsibilities according to our Dharma, as long as we have the worldly consciousness, which each state of life, the Dharma changes. For the first years of Brahmachari to Grihastha to Vanaprastha and to Sannyasa, our duties toward the self and society changing constantly, simply withdrawing and following the self and dharma. But if the consciousness of the world I would like you to contemplate for a moment of silence, bringing back your awareness just to focusing on the silence. From the silent state of mind, I would like you to contemplate on a bhakta you connect, you remember. Bhakta Prahlad. At a very young age, a little boy, the son of Hiranyakashipu, the story which we know, and his devotion to Lord Vishnu. His dharma was as a brahmachari. The little boy to study, to understand, to serve the teacher and the parents, to be prepared for the world. However, on the path of devotion, when he could not maintain the consciousness of the world or the duties, that he was completely merged into the bhakti and he could not see anything else but the Lord Vishnu. Unwavering faith and resilience. In spite of all the torture and troubles he faced, he did not feel the pain or cry for help. He only could see in everything and anything Lord Vishnu himself. Connecting with Bhakta Prahlad, observing his life, his bhakti, his devotion, without a question, without a confusion, without any dilemma, simply following the path he was. He found the liberation. There was nothing else to be done for him in this world. Studying the scripture or following the scripture, following dharma according to the scripture, all became an essential, not required once he merged into bhakti. Where this beautiful journey of Bhakta Prahlad, we know, we connect. I would like you to reconnect with Mirabai. Regardless of the social norms she was tied with, let's connect and relive her journey, what we know. Devoted her life to Lord Krishna. She faced immense opposition from the royal family, from the society. She did perform her duties and dharma as long as she was connected to it. But the moment she completely surrendered and could not feel anything but Krishna, following her path, following her emotions, following her passion toward Krishna alone, unwavering devotion and focus, spite of many threats to her life attempting to poison and kill her by her own. Questioned by society, a significant struggle throughout her life, but nothing bothered her. Social pressure or personal suffering, unaffected by any, simply through the bhakti. She transcends material bond and the worldly concerns. Without a question, without a dilemma, the beautiful journey of the bhaktas. As long as we are conscious of the outer world, let's follow the moral codes and spiritual exercise laid down by scriptures, Vedic scriptures, Shastras. Till the time we come to natural state of total forgetfulness in love, brought about by wholehearted devotion. A true devotee never strive or struggle for living. As long as there is a life, he will always be taken care of. The Lord of His infinite mercy arranges everything for a true dedicated bhakta. A life of total surrender, entirely centered in Him, the one who experienced His own heart, the presence of His divine love. Everything else becomes unimportant. When he loses all the conscious awareness of the world around, he is free from all the code of conducts. Till that time, following your own dharma as by Shastras. Following dharma by the Shastras, not by the society. through the Vivek, through the Vairagya, through the discrimination and detachment, following your own path, strengthening your bond with the divine, seeing Him in everything and anything you do, even in the world outside, also become the path of bhakti. Every single one we know who has taken this path, their life, their journey, and let's continue to create our own unique path, unique journey, which leads to Him alone. Taking a moment again, and if there is still anything on the surface, any confusion or question, time to surrender in His lotus feet. You will find the answer, keeping your mind and heart open. You will see your path clear. Let's continue with this beautiful bond, connecting with His divine presence, not only in the state of meditation, but carrying on our daily duties in everything and anything, with Him and for Him. Very slowly, bring your awareness to your breath, flow of breath, reconnecting with the senses of body and surrounding. Slowly take a deep breath in, fully inhale and hold your breath for a moment, and gently exhale, clearing your mind, balancing your prana, clearing your vision for the day ahead. Keeping your single centric awareness on Him and on you. Taking your own time when you're ready to open your eyes. Slowly and gently looking down